Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown USC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about the aggressiveness by this offense? Everyone thinking 4th and short. They're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That penalty is the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. On target. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Vasquez.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just play in the field position, Gabe. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about the punt.
Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Casey. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojan. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, I am a great caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working that left side now. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Oklahoma! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He's bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Hauls it in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To throw, it's Casey. It's complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him on the passing.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time.
He's got it inside the 30. What a nice connection. interception knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
And they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast ball.
Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. First down. Wants to go up top. He lets one fly deep. He's got it. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Good vision and determination there to find its way up to the 23.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking downfield, it's Casey. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third, I can't slide early, I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Casey. Right on the money. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Slings it. Got his man to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He wants it all. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that That's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. No return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl. Breaks into the open. At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. Finds some room. 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the comeback is on.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Looking for block. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The give headed toward right tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Jennings. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Sooners are in the red zone. Calls his own number. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's Jennings. Touchdown, Sooners! And here they come, almost all the way back. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Now they'll run it to the right here. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. At the 35, he's open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They'll test the right side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Punch it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Gets it out fast. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give on the option. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Motion from the back. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time he's got it. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Now on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Flips it out in the flat. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch! Touchdown, Oklahoma! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there. Getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He'll take it himself. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The quick out. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. That's reeled in. It's Jennings. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.